Praise be to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Bahashim Lakakadashi da Bahana to the head and apostle for the Mission. Peace and blessing, salutation to Zaki and pushing these truths to the four winds of the heaven. It is another edition of daily edification. Here now we are, the thing we have been waiting for those brothers who follow the financial situation of America or Babylon. We are waiting for feds to cut rate, man. Then the countdown to the financial collapse will start, man. And here it is, man. The pending financial collapse have begun to show some signs, man. You see, so it is like an omen in the financial world. The Fed to cut rate is like an omen, man. As it is, America have a huge debt, man. So they have been increasing their spending, printing more money out of thin air. So the bubbles are accumulating and they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So if the Fed's cut rate, man, the interest rate will go to zero, then negative. So the government spending bill will increase and increase and increase. So that comes with the pensions. People will not be able to be paid their pensions, man. The price of mortgage and everything, man. The living expenses will get big and big and big, man. So the coming things are those who are in this special program, man. They will be denied those special program because the government will be trying to minimize his spending, man. As you know, America is in the Middle East, America is in everywhere, man. So they need money, man. And as the value of dollar is dropping, man, the government will decide to reduce his spending, man. So what is number one thing the government will be getting rid? Those people who are in special program, man. You see? So this is Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, you women, that at ease. Hear my voice, you careless daughter, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, you women that at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones, sleep you and make you bare, and give sackcloth upon your loin. They shall lament for the teat, for the present field, and for the fruitful vine, man. You see? So this is not only applicable to women, man, and to you men who are not in this truth, man. You should rise, man. All the side point to the great financial collapse, man. This is the father of all financial collapse, man. The financial collapse of 19 and 30 and 2008, 2007 will be combined together. So it will be a huge bubble, man. You peoples, man, who work in different companies, man. Those companies will be laying off workers, man. You people who work, even in peoples who work in in airports, man. They will be laying off peoples, man. You people who work in companies who make cars, different companies, man. They will be laying off workers, man. People who work in the banking and the financial system, man. all of you will lose your job, man. So this is not matter of laughing, man. This is a prophecy, man. Things are coming to pass, man. The Lord is destroying America systematically, man. And this will entail or will lead to the race wars, man, and the Jacob trouble, and the mark of the beast to be introduced, man. That's known as the order out of cows, man. So see, let's continue to read the scriptures, man. Isaiah 2, let's start at verse 10. Enter into the rock and hide thee in the dust for fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty, man. Verse 11, the lofty look of a man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of a man shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day, man. For the day of the Lord hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be blotted off. You see? All of you peoples, man, who live in comfortable, man. Jerusalem is in ruin, and we've got people who live in comfortable, man. They are comfortable in this society, man. They live good, man. All of you peoples, man, who made Esau, eh, eh, you made Esau your Lord, man. He provided you with everything, man. To the extent that you have forgotten Yahweh Yahushai, man. So Yahweh Yahushai will bring hell on you. You see? Yahweh Yahushai will bring hell on you, man. You see? That's what is coming, man. For you, all of you proud, man. All of you who walk in haughtiness, man. You speak loftily against the prophet, man. You shun them away, man. You see us as bums. You see us as a nigger and the speaks and everything. But the Lord, the time is coming when the Lord will make you wake up, man. The Lord will make you wake up, man, to the fact that He is the only power to be feared, man. The tail of the Lord persuade men, man. And you know Jake, man. Jake, if you make Jake to stay one day without eating, that's when you will know. You will know how people are animals, man. Because when you stay without eating, the part of the brain which make you sane will be removed, man, because of hunger. You will be like an animal, man. So interaction will start from there, man. Less loyalties, man. When less loyalty start from this financial collapse, and the many scars which were accumulated between white and the blacks, many they will be coming, man. That hatred, man. That big hatred between Jacob and Esau, man. You see? This is Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherefore his father blessed him. And Esau says in his heart, the day of mourning for my father at hand, then I will slay my brother Jacob, man. So that ancient hatred, man, will come to surface, man, during the climax of Jacob trouble, man. And this financial collapse, man, will trigger these less loyalties, man. All of you peoples, man, who depend on Esau, man. Esau give you drugs of HIV, ARV, drugs, different medication on hypertension, different medication on diabetes. All of you people who are in chemotherapy, man, Esau will stop giving all of them all of that drugs, man, all of that aid. He will cut, man, because Esau don't love you, man. If he want to reduce his spending, he will look for you niggas who depend on drugs to survive. Let's say you are hypertensive, you say you have asthma, you say you are on chemotherapy, man. Esau will cut you those drugs, all those benefits, man, because Esau hate you, man. And from that, man, all hell will break loose, man. And you women who did shits on men's, man, all of those hatred will come, man, will come to surface. Those men which you did date, man, you women's, they will be finding you with machetes, man, to slay you. And all of you peoples who did wrong, you took somebody's wife, man, you put somebody in jail, man, all of that hatred will come, man. So this is a omen, man. The financial collapse is coming, man. Less loyalties are coming, man. So let's finish, man. Let's finish these things. This is Ecclesiastic 12, started at verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the day of the youth, while the evil day come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, man. So this is the day of your youth, man. Remember your Creator before financial collapse come, and less loyalty ensue. Verse 2, while the sun was the light, was the moon, was the stars, not darkened, nor the cloud return after the rain, man. So the sun is the moon is talking about. In really, when is a prophet on the street, man. That's when the sun or the knowledge shine on the people, man, on the street. This knowledge, man. When is the prophet will be taken out of YouTube and out of the street, man. It will be dark on you, man. In those days, right, man, you remember the apostle telling you to do a spiritual prepping, man. Verse 3, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, man. So this prelude to less loyalties, man. And the Jacob of trouble, and the strong man shall boast himself down as a grinder sees because they are few, and those that look out of the window be darkness, and the door shall be shut in the street, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up a voice of the bed, and all the daughter of the music shall be brought low, man. And when they shall be afraid of that which is high, man. What do you remember, man? Isaiah 2 and 11, man. The lofty look will be brought low. Let me repeat, and when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and the fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and the desire shall fail, because man goes to his own home, and the mourner go to the street, man. So you see, amen. When is a grinder sees, man, this is talking about different companies laying off workers, man. There is no grinding anymore. There is no making money anymore in the street, man. People will be like madmen, man, sparing none. Amen. Let's go and look at this video.
It is my post-market wrap-up on this Wednesday, post-Fed day, whatever, July 31st, 2019. I got to get my head on straight, because literally before this video, I was blasting Calling Dr. Love by Kiss, Calling Dr. Love. I mean, I was all over the place. I wish I had a video to show you, although I was in my underwear, so you might not, some of you, no, you wouldn't have liked it. Anyway, I was jamming. Let's have some fun here. Let's put this together, and I'm going to try not to blow my stock off in this video, seriously. So, really no surprise, a couple of things that happened today with the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve did cut rates. 25 basis points to the federal funds rate. Okay. And the Fed did announce that they're going to stop their, and I don't believe this is happening, so I don't even want to really talk about it, their balance sheet runoff. They're going to end it a month early. Sure you are. Yeah, Yellowstain. Yeah, you know who Yellowstain is, right? I mean, he's like a deep Yellowstain now. Did you catch Deep Yellowstain today? He was evasive. He was off balance. trying to justify how the Federal Reserve cut rates here. And as you can see, and again, no surprise to anyone that follows this blog, I explained to you more than likely this would be a sell the news moment. The Dow Jones Industrial Average peeled off 332, 334 points, something like that. The low was, Dow was down 478. I don't know how many of you caught this, but when the Dow hit negative 478, there was a whole bunch of triggers for algorithms. We bounced off that low by 200 points in the blink of an eye. So if you ever wanted to see algorithmic trading, well, there it was, right in your freaking face. Now, let's talk about a few things here. A lot of people were questioning, let's be nice today, Powell. They were questioning Powell. You call him whatever you want. I'm going to call him Powell right now because the poor guy was being tortured. Should I feel bad for him? Do you feel bad for Fed Chair Powell? No, I don't feel bad for him. Let's call him Yellowstain. All right, so Yellowstain, again, off balance, evasive, confused, getting jittery. He was, again, being asked a lot of questions that were pretty good. Again, most of this stuff is scripted. Some of it isn't. And he was hit with a couple of doozies. One actually forced him to say that there was no economic threat. Sure, there is not, Yellowstain. No economic threat here in the United States. Meanwhile, let's see. The Chicago PMI this morning just hit a 4-year low. Manufacturing falling off a cliff, industrial production falling off a cliff, exports falling off a cliff, imports falling off of a cliff. I mean, the only thing that they flash at you is this supposed low unemployment. You know, the U3 number, the fake one. The U6 isn't even real, but that's twice the U3. It's just a joke. And our economy is failing. There is no doubt about it. It's kind of a joke in a way. We might as well just succumb to the joke, seriously. So again, he said there was no economic threat. However, I want you to pay attention to this. I don't know how many of you had the displeasure of watching Yellowstain. Yeah, we'll call him Yellowstain. Here. The Fed is no longer data dependent. Yeah, you heard that right. As a matter of fact, today's rate cut, now keep what I just said in mind. There is no economic threat, according to Yellowstain. Yellowstain said that this was an insurance cut. Let that sink in. It's an insurance cut. What are we insuring, Yellowstain? Possibly an economic shock that's coming down the pike, that we are in an economic downturn, that we are in free fall right now. It's incredible. It really is, but you can't, again, people, look, you can't make it up. It's freaking impossible to do. In your wildest dreams. You can't make this stuff up, but this is what they want you to believe. It's, you know what? I'm going to calm down. Let me take a deep breath here. There we go. Anyway, okay, so let's talk a little further. In my view, and you know, I am damn good. None better, as a matter of fact, who calls this Fed better than the guy sitting right here that you're looking at. Yellowstain, he would not commit to any further rate cuts, but he also did not say there would not be rate cuts coming. Believe what I'm telling you right now, today is the beginning of a series of rate cuts. Now let's talk about how this market responded. I want to show you something right off the freaking bat. You're going to just love this. Again, this is the CNBC app. Let me get it up here. All right. So we understand what this means. The Federal Reserve is going to cut the federal funds rate, or the extreme short end of the curve, the overnight rate, 25 basis points. This is an attempt to normalize the bond market. It really didn't help, honestly, even with this announcement. Did you see the action in the bond market after I did the video this morning? You should be using my website, traderschoice.net, for everything that you possibly can need to understand this market. There's a news feed there, there's charts there, there's everything. My videos are there. What else can you possibly want? But
so hey man, you can watch this video. So the dude was going on to say these financial advisors, they are telling the American people that everything is good, man. but behind the closed doors the Fed is cutting rates, man. And a normal citizen don't know what is the meaning of cutting rate, man. And the government increasing spending, the rate of spending, man. Every day people are losing jobs, man. Employment rate is dropping. They are cooking data that employment rate is rising, man. Uh, student loan are getting bad. People are in debit, man. People are in deep debit, man, in America. And another thing is people are not getting their pension, man. These things are serious, man. And I saw another brother did a video that Trump has he's hinting on cutting this special cares, what do you call it, like Section 8 and everything, man. So all hell is about to break loose, man. So you choose who to save, man. We and the brothers will save our Lord Yahweh, our Shai, man. The Lord is the nation of Israel, man. Our power. When financial collapse ensue and everybody is being forced to take the mark of the beast, then you will know that is the Lord loved us, man. So it is your brother Yeshaya. I praise Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem Rakakadash, the Bohana to Zed, the apostle of his mission who rule well and taught us this truth. Peace, blessing, salvation to the Hakim, pushing this truth to the four winds of the heaven in sincerity, man. Keep pushing, we are almost out of here, man. Shalom. I hope the lesson was edifying.